Hey everybody, it is Thursday. It's time for the Thursday update. That is when I check in with you on my intentions that I set on Monday, and I talk about how they went and any other thing I came up with throughout the week. So let's get into intentions. My intention number one is remember that stressing out makes me less productive. I have felt stressed this week. I am not going to lie. I also have been what's the word I'm looking for? Exploring, interrogating, examining the difference between the obligation I feel and the pressure I feel to do what I said I would do, to give my clients the product I said I would, to, show up for my contractors in the way that I said I would, to make enough money to pay the bills I signed up to pay. All of those things are things that have to do with integrity, which is really important to me. And so that's why it's so big in my heart and in my head that being able to be accountable, being able to be reliable, being able to be predictable in certain ways is part of my identity. It's part of how I find value in myself. And so of course it's going to be huge for me to do what I said I was going to do. Of course, it's going to be huge for me to show up the same way every week. And also, there's a difference between something being significant and something causing me undue stress. I was thinking about this earlier. I was just like, I've known a lot of people who are significantly older than me, 20, 30, 40, 50 years older than me. And thankfully, they've given me a lot of advice, a lot of great advice, some shitty advice, I'm not going to lie, but a lot of good advice too. And none of them have ever said, kid, I wish I had freaked out more in my life. I really wish I had just stressed myself the fuck out more. No. There are a lot of people who look back on their life and wish that they had taken something more seriously or wish that they had invested more time or energy into something that really mattered to them. But no one is like, I wish I'd given myself more ulcers. I wish I'd given myself more sleepless nights. I wish I'd just fucked my brain out more. No one says that. And so thinking about stress and realizing that unnecessary stress makes me less productive, I also think that this week was a good opportunity to examine where that stress comes from for me. And it's because it comes from my values. It's because it comes from my identity that it's so big in my world. And being able to have the conversation with myself of like, yeah, these values are super important to you. And they are super important values in general. And they're good values to have. And having these values has served you extremely well. Also, there's better and more productive and more healthy and helpful ways to express these values. You don't have to beat yourself up in order to be good at living your values. That's just not true. So, number 2 intention was ask for what I need and be specific and no isolating. So no just like shutting down. Yes, I have done that. I've asked for what I've needed. I've been specific. I feel really good about it. I also realized, thanks to the help of my business coach, we were talking and I was realizing that I have been doing a ton of client recruitment. I've been doing a ton of reach outs about my products that I'm offering. I've loved it. I've loved every second of it. For me, the day is not a good day if I don't talk to someone during the day. Someone outside of my house, outside of my organization. I just truly love talking to people. Love meeting not just new people, but I love keeping in touch with the people I have met. I've had some amazing conversations this week. A lot of my networks, a lot of my friends and family members are doing amazing. They're doing amazing things. Amazing things are happening for them. And that is just pure joy for me, to be honest. Also, I have realized that I've been doing a lot of almost every single hour of my working day is booked with talking to someone, doing reach outs, doing client recruitment. And that doesn't leave a lot of time for me to be hands-on with the work that I'm doing, which makes me sad. And so I want to go back to actually spending half of my day doing client recruitment and half of my day doing hands-on work. Even if we don't have a contract that's active, or everything we have on contract is done for the day, being able to go and do admin stuff and do website cleanup and do all these other things that are necessary for me to keep my business going and my website up to date, doing those things are going to be important to me, and not just, this is like the first Thursday update that wasn't recorded in my house at fucking 1 a.m. And it's because of this half day plan. So sticking to that, doing something like that is going to be important to help me be fully present to the people in my life, and then also help me be fully present for my business and my admin and my work that honestly I just kind of kept, either I kicked the can down the road if there was no deadline, or I just did it like real quick, or after dinner or something like that. And full disclosure, I am actually working after dinner right now, but that's because I took off at 5 to go have a date night with my husband because we wanted to watch the sunset over a lake near our house. So we went and did that, had some amazing, delicious Thai food for dinner, and now I'm coming back to finish up the rest of my day here. So it was a beautiful sunset, by the way. Really, I've had a really good day, and I've had a really good week. And I also was thinking about this after dinner was over and I was like getting ready to come back out here. I am living my ideal life right now. I'm feeling tremendous pressure to do what I say I'm going to do and to perform and to show up for the people I've said I would show up for, not least of whom is myself. And also, I am living my ideal life. This is the life I dreamed of when I was working for someone else, very stressed out by them, not being heard or seen, not being treated well, not being paid well. And this is what I wanted, this totally unrealistic goal, that I could work from home, that I could still be connected to my community, that I could take off and go watch a sunset with my husband if I felt like it, that I could get shit done and still have a life and still sleep and eat at a normal schedule, or even an ideal schedule. And this is it. This is where I am. And it's so easy for me to get caught up in fear and scarcity that I forget how lucky I am and how blessed I am, and that I currently have almost everything I've ever wanted. And that is saying a lot for someone like me, where I come from, the experiences that I've had. I'm just really grateful to have this life and to be this person and to be able to talk with you and to do my work with my clients. Like, what more could a person ask for, really? So, then that leads me on a crappy transition to my third intention of the week, which was people first. And I did that a lot. I just, every time I was like, should I sit down and do some quiet website updating? The phone would ring, or I would remember someone, or I'd reach out to them or something like that. And I've just had an amazing people-filled week. I've really, really had a good week, and I've had a good week with my people. And I really do feel blessed to do the work that I'm doing right now. I feel tired, and it is hard work. And there's a lot of pressure, like I've said, to do what I said I'm going to do, and to do it well. I really started this experiment to see if I could run a company where I got to sleep a full night and take breaks for meals and be there for my family and be there for my friends. And so there is a lot riding on whether or not I can be successful here. I have put a lot of stock into this, and so far it's working out, and that just, it's just amazing. So I've had another amazing week. How did you do with your intentions? Put them down below. Let's talk about it. I will see you on Monday. I'll do a Monday update, and I think I'm going to do a Thursday update next week too, even though I'm on vacation. I'll talk more about it on Monday. See you then.